Today's sponsor of the Vision Quest podcast is 920 Hat Company. Leather patch hats are in, and 920 Hat Company is here to hook you up with your very own custom hat. All patches are lasered on top-grade genuine leather and on popular brand hats like Richardson and FlexFit. Whether you're looking to show off your business or want a one-of-a-kind hat for yourself, 920 Hat Company can do it all. All the hats are handcrafted right in the Fox Valley, but worn across America. With over 500 hats in stock, they guarantee fast turnaround times. Honestly, Liam, looking at these hats, solid, right?
Yeah, they're pretty. I like them.
I like that patch itself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one-of-a-kind stuff. I know his name's Trevor. He does great work. He's actually gotten I think we got a knit hat coming.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got that coming. So we're really excited to have these guys on board as a sponsor. So get down to check them out on Facebook. I believe they're on Instagram. Check them out, man. They got the best hats, I think, in the Fox Valley, if not in the state.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So get down to 920 Hat Company on social media and check them out. All right. Now we're recording now, Zach. So
cool.
Stop talking about people you shouldn't be talking about. We're going to get you in trouble. Everybody, we're back with another episode of the Vision Quest podcast. We are here again. This is fourth or fifth. We're not even counting anymore just because that's what it is. It's the Wisconsin Grappler. Ta-da! Hi. Say hi to the people out there because they want to say hi to you.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Fifth time caller, I guess, or whatever it would be.
Yeah. First time caller, long time listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fits. Long time listener. I think you've listened. Maybe you haven't listened to every episode.
Oh, no, most.
You know how many episodes I listened to? Like 2.
Oh, yeah?
I can't do it. I was listening to someone else talk about, I can't remember what podcast it was, but they're saying, I've listened to every single one of mine. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple that I wanted to listen to the guest. But I couldn't remember what they had said, so I go through and quick fast forward to it.
It's about right here.
It's super, super fucking hard to listen to myself. I'm sure a lot of people think the same way too, that it's hard to listen to me. But so this is going to be our first episode that's going on Rockfin. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty cool.
Feeling pretty big?
Yeah.
It's like Girl Wrestling's got 22,000 followers.
That's pretty. That's a lot more than my.
Pull the mic up closer to your face. You don't have to lean. Yeah, pull it up there. There you go. It moves. There we go.
It's a lot more than my 1,500 on Instagram. So
well, and I think I've mentioned this. I obviously kind of want people to be engaged, but I don't pay attention to the likes. I think I'm starting, a couple of them I turn it off to see how many likes and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want to be driven by that. I just want putting stuff that's cool out. I'm getting into this graphic stuff.
Yeah. That's
so
deep hole, though.
What's that?
It's a pretty deep hole, though.
Dude, you have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea. So in case people, obviously for some people, it's your first time listening to Zach, but Zach is the Wisconsin Grappler. He's got a website. He deals strictly right now with Wisconsin ranklings. Yeah. Ranklings.
Sounds about right.
Little rankings.
Yeah.
And then they grow into mature rankings.
Yeah. They get better as they go. So.
Right. And right now your national rankings are in the seed station.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the seed stage.
Yeah.
They're just starting to grow because and I let me know if there's something I can do to help out. It's a big task. It's not, especially when you want to do it right and do it your way.
Oh yeah.
And not just balance it off of what other people are putting out. So that's a big task. But currently you're doing all of Wisconsin rankings.
Yes.
One question I had for you though, before we get into who you are, one question I had is why don't you do a pound for pound ranking?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I guess it's my class rankings are
okay.
They're pound for pound, but they're not all class.
Sure.
So, but it's pound for pound is subject to the class they're in. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're a better recruit. That's what I do it for is the recruiting.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they're a better recruit if they're not in that class.
Okay.
So to me, that ranking is just about what the college trajectory or whatever.
Okay. So why? Okay, because I'm not a rankings guy. I look at them. I think I make my own judgments, kind of thing. But what are you describing when you talk about as far as the their however you're just describing it as far as class?
Yeah,
by class instead of just all class.
Why do you do it that way? Why does that matter to you to have it that way?
Because, I mean, ultimately I want like college coaches looking at this. So
okay,
it's not going to be like, your everyday, daily spectator would understand some of it, because they want to get information that they see prevalent. So I put all the results on. So that's what I'm challenged with is in the national rankings is, am I going to do it that in depth? Cause that would take a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Cause I'm there. I make my own judgment calls. I mean, based off of like, just, looking at King of the North, like I know a lot of these kids. I've watched them wrestle since they were little. Yeah. So I have an idea of who I think is going to win kind of thing. But like cause now you're talking about a new job you're going to have, you're going to be dealing with numbers, analytics. Yeah. So this is something that you do. Like you're an analytical person. You've been doing it since you were a kid. Yeah. But with the task that you have with just the state rankings, how long does one class take you?
Like
let's say week? What's that?
Like every week? Are you talking about
No, like right now you're getting set for. Did you do some new rankings recently?
Not yet. Last ones I posted were in July.
Okay,
17th.
So when you do rankings, how do you break it down when you to get things ready? Do you do it by I'm going to start with the guys that are graduating this year and Division I? No, right.
Yeah, but that's just like that's for like the class rankings. Like this is like Division I rankings are all the ones in the 14 weight classes.
Yep.
So the seniors don't go to the top and like that all gets. Is that what you're talking about?
No. So what I'm saying is like when you're putting information together. Yeah. Where do you start?
Oh, just I start from the top of that season down, and like if I'm going for preseason rankings. So yeah. Like how you ended the season means a lot,
Yeah.
So then you go back to see what other losses they had and kind of just
throughout the summer or whatever. So you're basing your folk style preseason rankings off of like freestyle and Greco or whatever competitions that they may have been into that you can find anyways. Because I know you reach out to a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
So I know you're trying to get as accurate of information as possible because there's guys that I reach out to for you. So I know that you're trying to get everything as accurate as possible. Yeah. But I guess the big question is when you're doing rankings, does it take you like a week to do Division I?
Oh yeah.
Division II. Like how long does it take you to get it done?
Yeah. The preseason rankings take about a week and a half per class probably.
Does it?
Yeah. And D3 can get pretty hard too, because like some of those weights are pretty small. I mean,
right. Yeah, so that'll take long.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to find somebody that's like even rankable in those, it's like you don't want to diminish the weight class, but it's
so for people who are listening, how often do you change your rankings? And once the season starts,
every week.
Every week you do.
Yeah.
Okay. And then with that every week, do you try to? I mean, I guess for lack of a better term, do you try to keep it like in a schedule? Like I do it at this time every day.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do.
They go all like Monday morning or whatever.
Oh, I try
Sunday or something like that.
Yeah, I try, but some like the holiday weekends.
Yeah,
like, it's hard to do.
Yeah,
like in that, like you're with your family and everything.
Yep.
But I mean, there's a lot of tournaments too, so it's like
how the fuck?
You gotta balance it and not get the wife pissed.
She's got to know by now. I mean, she's the one that does, I just had to help you with your computer, man. She's the one doing most of it. Yeah. You're the one with the Excel spreadsheet. And then she's like, well, I'll put it on the website.
Yeah. You got to do everything else. I'll give you the information.
So you must have a pretty big file, like as far as the spreadsheet. That must be a pretty big spreadsheet. I mean, so what are your categories? This is something that I never heard from anybody. What are your categories that you use to rank? Criteria. What's your criteria for a ranking?
Oh, obviously it's
why don't you have your spreadsheet off? Just read it right off the top.
Oh, like what I have on my spreadsheet?
Yeah, tell me what you use for.
I just have the name, school, grade, career record.
Yeah.
And
they don't get ranked based off their name in school. No, so what do you
But it helps to differentiate who they are. Good luck.
No shit. Yeah. I'm asking you, what criteria do you use?
Oh, okay. it's wins and losses. I mean, they speak for themselves.
Yeah, but come on now. You use you categorize. Okay, well they beat this guy here, but then this guy went and beat this guy who he lost to this guy. Right. I mean, you use that.
Yeah, you look at.
So what's your criteria, dude?
I mean, it's hard to explain.
You are not doctor. Not doctor. What's KFC?
Oh,
you're not the Colonel, dude.
No,
you're not had some secret recipe. Just what do you use?
It's not a secret. It's just like I don't have a criteria. Like it's wins and losses. They speak for themselves. Like it's my God. There's no criteria. If you beat somebody, you beat them. Like, what are you saying?
But no, because you said wins and losses. Okay. Yeah. So there are guys that say, okay, I'm number one and I just beat number two, right?
Right.
But then I go and lose to number three, who then in turn beats, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's like you got pinned by somebody. And
but this guy was
majored the guy that beat that guy.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Do you use that as part of your? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Okay.
Break down the ingredients here, like salt and pepper to all the way down to the molecule.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How deep do you go?
Oh yeah, I go every loss that kid has. I put it into this and look at like the quality of decision, or if it was a freak thing, like.
But who it was to?
Yeah.
Or
it goes. Yeah, I have it all on my spreadsheet, the wins and losses, and
so you just not have to look at it anymore. Like, I mean,
I can just look at a thing and I go to the track and I'll look at the scoring, how it went. Like if the guy was up 12-4 and gets pinned, like of course that doesn't matter as much, you know.
I feel like you're holding something back here.
No, it's a lot of fucking data entry and just looking at it.
No emotion, huh?
No. Can't, like, as a high school coach, like I can't. I
get it.
Oh, we'd be fucking number one at every weight. You know? That's what I want to say, but
right. Okay. Okay. I'm a little let down by that answer, but I'll deal with that. It's fine. It's fine. So, okay. So either way, I've heard a lot of people, well, your rankings are biased and blah, blah, blah. So your emotion may go into it a little bit.
Yeah. It's hard not to. It's human nature.
You just said you can't.
Yeah, but it's hard not to.
Right.
Yeah, okay. You can't.
Right. No,
not to.
No,
I mean, there's been a time or two that I would just kept it because I don't have to know what the meaning is like for.
And I don't walk around talking about every Tom, Dick, and Harry about who I think Liam can be. That kind of thing, because I feel deep inside he's a monster. Blah 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 blah. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't do it either. But at the same point though, too, it's just kind of like I said. It's sometimes you can kind of scratch your head and like how do you rank stuff like that when one guy could lose to one guy the next day, and then it's just like it's a slippery slope. So I was kind of curious as like how do you balance this shit? How do you, because it's not, you can't at the end of the day you have a tie in something. How do you break that tie?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. What's your like, but this guy on this, with that match with that dude, he didn't do this, against him.
Well, I know how a lot of these kids wrestle, and styles do have a lot to do with it. Like if somebody's just controlling matches and winning 3-1, but he's beating a lot of good guys 3-1, there's a pattern, he's good at what he does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if there's a crazy guy, like, like a Nicklar, it's just unpredictable. Like he could get pinned in 30 seconds, or he could pin the guy in 6. Know,
very true. So you came up in wrestling. Yeah. You're analytical. We were just talking about that. You've been doing numbers like this since you were a little kid with baseball and all kinds of different sports. So you're not just, you know how to analyze.
Yeah.
You're not just a one-dimensional type of analyst.
Right.
So when you were growing up, you obviously wrestled, right?
Right.
And you wrestled in Indiana?
Yeah.
What town?
Perry Meridian High School from Indianapolis.
Perry?
Yeah, Perry Meridian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Big P on the front?
PM, yeah.
Oh, PM?
Yeah, you're thinking of Perrysburg, I think.
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Okay.
Or Maslin Perry, maybe.
No, Perrysburg. Okay. That's the one. But anyways.
I think that's where that really good guy that just signed with Purdue is from, right? Like that.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
No. So it's weird because I catch different things than you do, and I definitely catch things either before or then Liam does when it comes to like wrestling shit. Yeah. So like I have been watching a lot of international like just videos lately and just watching how some of the Iranians wrestle and things like that, because I've kind of gotten a little bit more into this foreign thing, because I think we're sending Liam to Estonia again this year. But
cool.
Yeah, for sure. And then, like, all those kids did really well over there in freestyle because none of those guys were ready for it. Yeah. They were still doing Greco. And then the next day, the guys killed him in Greco.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just killed it. But it's just interesting to, I think I forgot my point. But anyways, it's...
That'll happen.
It's one of those days. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm excited about King of the North, but I'm not going to talk about that yet because we're talking about you. So you came up in Indiana and wrestling. Now, you guys, the area that you're from isn't terrible for wrestling at all. So I know there's at least another 4 schools in that area that weren't they nationally ranked at one point, I think? That get close to your area in Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, Brownsburg is is around there. Lawrence North, where Reese Humphrey's from, is they were really good in
another
like
weird connection.
05. Yeah.
Yep. That guy paints himself off to be so Jersey. It's unreal. I mean, he doesn't try to talk like.
Oh no, he's always been swagger. He would break dance before his matches at state.
Did he really?
Oh yeah, he's always been. He's a bad dude though.
I know he pissed off Dan Dennis. I think when he did his little.
That's just who he's always been. Like he doesn't. Like he's not. Like,
I think he's a great guy.
Gloating.
He's always positive. Yeah, I mean, that's not. Yeah, he's not like that.
Yeah, he's not gloating. He's just having a good time. He doesn't care.
Fucking loves
his
life.
Son, like his son on Instagram is like a
same thing.
Flip and just entertainer. Like
so, when you were growing up, when did high school or when did wrestling? Did you start wrestling right away? Like when you were little?
Yeah, I mean, I tried it when I was little.
Yeah,
but my old high school coach, like that was running the program when I was in like 1st and 2nd grade, did everything by weight, and I'm fat, you know. So I'm like,
even then, it's followed through.
Oh yeah. So I was like, probably 90 something pounds going into 2nd grade or something like.
Damn, you're a big kid. Yeah, shit.
And so I'm wrestling fucking 8th graders as the 2nd grader, getting my ass kicked.
So is that when the head throw started then?
Oh yeah, because I just had nothing else. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm
throwing.
Yeah.
Clearman special.
Easiest thing to do.
Shout out to Clearman from Hortonville. His kid Jack was that kid was a head and arm thrower.
Oh,
holy cow. Where Joe said, he goes, I love seeing feet fly through the air. So apparently so did you, because that was your thing.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that. But so did you get any middle school championships? Were you a state champ?
I was no. We didn't have middle school state at that in Indiana in 2000s.
Oh.
Or late 90s, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like I wasn't even varsity until my 8th grade year, really. Like I was
okay.
I was always on the mat, you know. So I'd be like,
you said varsity though.
8th grade varsity, which is like we have a huge team. We have over 100 kids, you know.
On your middle school team?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we had varsity, junior varsity, 6th grade.
How many kids you graduate with in high school?
I think it wound up being like 800.
Damn.
But we started out with like 1,300 or 1,400. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Indianapolis is huge, man. I was on the south side. It's not like up here. Not every fucking town has their own. Like, Southern Oaks neighborhood, you got your own high school, you know?
Neighborhood?
Yeah, because that's would be fucking what Freedom's whole town would be my little neighborhood.
Yeah, right. I can't believe they didn't lump them in with Hortonville or something, you know?
Right, yeah. Like you'd have Kaukauna, Kimberly, and Little Chute all one school.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it'd be like 3,000 people, maybe 4.
Wow. Yeah, a little different. A little different there.
Yeah.
So when you got into high school, then was it? Had you had experience obviously with some bigger kids already? Yeah. Was high school wrestling a little easier for you once you got there? Because your weight was a little more realistic, maybe not maturity wise, but size wise now, right?
Yeah, I just learned positioning is what I wound up doing, like
perfecting the head throw.
Pushing, pulling, like making them feel like you ain't got shit.
Back guy wrestling.
Oh yeah.
So how much? I mean, when you were, who was your practice partner? Was that all you guys practiced? Was like pummeling or
no?
What?
He was a fucking junior national champ. Like he was a fucking
you had to work. Okay.
Oh yeah. He was fucking man child. Looked like he was made in a basement.
Yeah.
Nate Moore. He wrestled for Purdue. He got to like around 12 and
really?
Days. Yeah, he was good.
Jesus.
Yeah. He was a bad dude.
So
I was getting my ass kicked all the time. Like,
how long was he there with you though in high school?
Oh, we were seniors.
Oh, you guys were
same grade.
Dang.
Yeah.
So were you getting scouted at all? Because you all American at Fargo, just head throwing and
like
working on slips.
It was harder to fucking win a local tournament than it was for me to place at nationals because we didn't have all these videos. Nobody knew about me. I'd go to fucking one national tournament a year and place because nobody knew how to stop it. Because it was a mental warfare thing with me. Like I'd back out of bounds once they got an underhook, acting like I didn't want to be there. They're big dummies. They just come right back at it. I would have took a push out, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, God. I'm not sugarcoating it.
I want that shit. I want to be able to laugh because Jesus Christ, sometimes it's like, oh man. So the funny part is though, is like with the way that you wrestled, the rules back then were a little more lax. Correct? Like
I could throw. I could throw like fucking 20 headlocks. I'm gonna hit one.
Didn't they have like a limit on how many slips you had?
No.
There's
no. You
do they now?
I don't know that they do. I don't know. They don't call them as like they call catches a lot easier now. Than, like you could, as long as you didn't stop your motion, like you just fall flat on the
folks.
mat.
In case you're wondering, yes, that is Zach saying that he worked slips.
Oh yeah,
because he liked doing head throws, so he would work a slip to be able to restart and get a head throw.
Yeah.
So parents, if you think it doesn't work. You can all American on that shit. You can all American on that
even
whole
before
premise.
Even after the little guys.
Let them think that they can just keep trying to underhook and just drive and boom.
Oh yeah,
you nail them.
Wait till you got 9 push-outs.
So speaking of Fargo, since we rushed right through your whole high school career,
I mean, I was only.
Were you recruited?
Yeah, I mean,
go where?
I was recruited for like D2 and like
whatever. Who?
Yeah,
what schools?
UND.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like University of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have the grades. Like I couldn't get in.
A lot of guys don't, man.
Yeah, so I had to go NAI.
So I had to go to college because I didn't have the grades.
Right, I had to go NAI because I didn't have to pass the NCAA
you wrestle them?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Jamestown, North Dakota.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you went from Indiana to North Dakota. Was that culture shock?
Oh yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of.
Was that intentional to go there?
No.
Why did you wind up there?
Because they gave me a full ride.
Oh, my God. Kids, don't take this advice.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Read the fine print.
Read.
You apparently had to graduate to get most of that money.
Bull.
Yeah. Thought you just go up there to wrestle.
It's a load of hooey.
Yeah, don't listen to me, kids. Please.
Just be analytical like him. Just don't take his educational advice.
No. Stay in school.
Stay here. Stay as long as you can.
Yeah.
So you got to wrestle college. Did you win a championship in college?
No, I got fifth in NAI.
Nice.
And then I got after I didn't go to school for the first part of my college career. I transferred to another school that was starting up. It was like it was Bethel College. It's in South Bend, Indiana. I went back to Indiana.
Damn. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So they were starting it up, and they were gonna be NAI next year, but there's this little league.
Yeah.
Like the NWCA. And it's like anybody can wrestle in it. Like you'd be wrestling D1 football players, like because they wrestled in high school and they were staying in shape after their season.
It's just an extra thing for them to do.
And they're just these big, huge dudes, like
big
totally
dummies?
athletic.
Big dummies? They're athletic.
Oh yeah, they're like D1 offensive linemen.
They're doing like cartwheels around you and shit.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, just slow down. Like I remember this guy lifted me up in a single leg, and like I was like, once my leg can hit the ground, I'm throwing it.
Yeah,
and it worked. Like it wouldn't work for a little guy, but I was able to like catch his leg and just kind of head throw him from being in a single. It was crazy.
You head through him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This followed you all the way through college.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had like 19 falls my freshman year.
Coach, it can be done.
Yeah.
You can head throw and do well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying win championships.
No.
But you do well.
Yeah.
You do pretty good. You're all American.
Yeah. 140 career victories.
Like head throw victories?
Oh yeah. I mean, I had like 39 falls one year and then I think 32 the other year.
Shit.
and only probably had 10 matches that I won not by pin, and they'd be like,
wow,
1 point match because I rode them out or something.
Yeah. Wow.
I was a leg rider. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're a leg rider,
Yeah.
Huh? How'd that work out?
They didn't know what to do. Like, don't have to be very good at it. They've never had it in.
Yeah, it's a big shock. It's a big culture shock.
Oh, yeah. They're like, what the hell is
what
this
the?
guy doing?
He's a big, what?
Where's that
going
legs
on
going
here?
where? And the next thing they know, they're like,
Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, you did well.
Yeah.
How many years were you in college?
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah,
out of the only the 1 year was when you placed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got runner up in the club wrestling, but.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. So you beat up on some football players.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Got beat by a guy from Auburn that was just like fucking 6'7".
Really? That was tough.
Yeah. I was like, couldn't even reach his head. So.
You might as just stop, just lay down. Nothing's happening. I'm not going to get anything else.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's all right. So now folks, you understand that he's got a background in wrestling. He's not like a guy that hasn't been there. He wasn't Bo Nickel, but he
definitely not.
Still tried to compete through college, and sometimes it's harder to wrestle guys that don't know shit about wrestling.
Oh yeah,
but they're athletic, so they're still hard to catch.
Oh, yeah.
Head throw every time, man.
Down, man.
Yeah, put your head right here.
Yeah.
Just put your head right in my armpit.
That was really good. This fatty part right here.
Right here, yeah. Oh God. So you did pretty well.
Yeah, did well with what I had.
What did you do that kept you in ranking? So you started as a little kid. You were busy doing school, shit like that. Were you doing like ranking stuff, even just kind of off to the side when you were younger?
Keep like, I was really into baseball.
Okay.
Keep like baseball stats.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Just random baseball stats?
Because we didn't have a computer. I wanted to know what my favorite player was hitting.
So you wrote them down?
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah. Okay. See, and I want people to know this. I want them to understand the brain of what does the shit. So, okay. So you're kind of, did you start that notebook as a kid, or was it as a kid you were kind of just did the different little things that
different little things like,
because you said it was in baseball kind of that you mainly started it when you were a kid though too, right?
Oh,
okay. Yeah. So was that based off of baseball cards? Were you playing baseball?
I was really into baseball and basketball cards. Yeah.
Okay. So were you like doing analytics based off the stats they had on their cards and everything?
Yeah.
So you get down to the decimal point, man. Like you're breaking shit down. So so in wrestling, like have you ever broken down like a guy and analyzed him down to the takedown? Like you score this many times out of this many times on a double leg.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I have the film for it, I definitely could.
Really?
Yeah.
So obviously you coach. Do you try to break things down like that for guys right now?
Yeah. Opponent wise? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you put that into any of your rankings though?
Oh yeah.
Like do you have like and obviously it's not something that but it's just a curiosity thing for yourself off to the side. You're like, oh, I wonder how many times he does this kind of thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have the stats for it, you put it down and you have it somewhere. Yeah. So did that help you gamble? Like, how's that?
It used to. Doesn't anymore. I feel like I lose all the time.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you're not cheating.
Oh, no. I'm not like going to Oneida
when you're in college making some money.
Like, I just got 2,000 from the
Indians, easy Mel. We're talking about before coaching here, okay? Right. Easy, relax.
Yeah,
you need that
nothing on that.
No,
blackjack. Wasn't making any money on any.
No kids, nothing. No, nothing. No high schools, nothing. Just leave that alone.
Right.
We're just guys talking about not betting in college.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. I just feel like after like reading the whole rules thing out, like I gotta like make sure I protect people now to make sure that they're not going to get like looked after. Oh, yeah. Because it's just like, oh my God. But so being analytical and the things that you do with numbers and with rankings and the likes, what got you into, you coached here, whatever. Was it something that you were just doing already? So you just decided to put it onto a website? Like what made you want to make this something that you decided to put out so the masses could see?
Yeah. I mean, like even like when I would be wrestling, like I just had a photographic memory almost of people.
Oh,
and I'd be like, this guy's really good. Like I didn't need a list of rankings. Like I'd be like, this guy beat this guy by this score, like this.
Yeah,
he took him down 4 times. You know, like I'd just be like remembering stupid shit in the match, like. He did like a 2-on-1 double, you know, just stupid shit. Like,
so what I want to do is, because we're going to talk about this, but we did kind of a pick of the King of the North. Now we're not going to get into it yet, but what I want to do is I want to put it out there for people to see. So see what you picked versus what I picked, because even just us talking before, I'm not picking the same guy that you're picking, because I know a lot of these guys, and I granted there are some of them that I haven't seen in a while, and they'll probably say, man, you haven't seen me wrestle in like 2 years. Like, but I kind of know how you still wrestle. I've seen you practice, warm up. So I kind of haven't lost really what you're doing. But with that being said, with your rankings and how the state winds up, and like paying attention to the kids and what they're doing, and how big has the pay, and I don't mean monetarily, but the payoff, like obviously people call and complain, you know, obviously people question things. I think people kept asking why Liam was above Brett back and things like that. And I can tell you why, we both could tell you why, but we're not going to sit here and judge, you know, as far as what was what. But the big thing that I think is the hardest part, probably, I'm guessing, is that you feel the need to justify your rankings. You know what I'm saying? Where because, you know, the ones that I understand asking the question is the parent of the direct kid that's ranked.
Oh yeah.
Right. I get that. Whether they're right or wrong, I get the pride part. Right. Or even if it's a fact part, like, no, this is the, you know, sometimes this is the way that I see it with this, and this is my justification.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at something and someone question it and you're like, oh yeah, shit, you're right.
Oh yeah. That's happened a lot. Like somebody will bring up a result that I overlooked, like that just got lost in the shuffle. Like a lot of times when people move weight classes, that happens. Like they were like really high when they went from one weight, but then they go and they're like, well, they got this loss to this guy who's like honorable mention. You're like,
that's the struggle I hear even like Nate and those guys talk about too, just because his kids are fluctuating. Not everyone, but a lot of them are moving around, you know, especially once you get the extra pound and stuff after the Christmas and shit. And,
these are my preseason rankings are just based off what I think they're starting the season at. Like, no way these people are starting and ending that at that weight, you know?
Sure.
This is what I think the start of the season looks like.
Okay. So. And I put some emotion into mine when I rank guys, when I look at how the numbers are, just because there's a kid that I know that is doing better. Yeah. You know, if I know that he's doing better, and actually I know that he lost to this kid before, I'm picking him this time because I think he did. I think he's just doing better. Yeah. You know, I think I get nervous, where at least I would get nervous, is that because I've known some of these kids for so long, people would say it's favoritism. No, it's just fact. Yeah. You know, like we just said about someone else saying, no, it's fact. Well, it's fact. I have numbers here that say that this kid's probably going to beat him, you know? Yeah. So that's just the way that it is. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with telling someone this is just how it is. Yeah. And then this is the way that, if you don't like it, don't read it. Right. Yeah. It's pretty simple. Just like, you know, just posting on Facebook. If you don't like it, fucking scroll past, you know, see you later.
You don't have to thumbs down it. Like, why do you, like, you know?
Some douchebag commented on, the Wisconsin Grappler podcast thing about, you know, well, you should pay attention to your paying, you know, whatever customers or people paying. Shut up.
Questioning his integrity.
His integrity. Shut up. Whoever it was that, I should pull it up right now and call him out. Whoever it was that posted that, it was on Teague's personal page. Yeah. On top of that, the question is integrity. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, see ya later, dude. You're one guy out of how many kids are like, this is going to be awesome. Yeah. You know, like, piss off.
So what is something you don't care about?
Yeah, run along, dude. Like, then
he's not asking you to pay him to watch it.
Unsubscribe. Yeah, hasta mañana, bro. Yeah, like stupid, the dumbest shit ever.
Oh yeah,
but
like I get this email. I won't say names or anything. Yeah. But this guy's like, little Johnny has pinned this guy that's D3. You know, yeah. He's pinned him 8 to 10 times at this camp, and I'm like, 8 to 10, like, so what's the question? Is he getting pinned 30 times though? You know, like,
sound like it was an awesome camp for your kid.
I was just like, okay, times. He was JV last year to be kind of guy, didn't even make it to sectionals. So
But the other thing is too is that you're in the mix. Like you coach.
Yeah.
So you know a lot. Like you actually have access to information that most don't.
Yeah, because I at a lot of these tournaments and I can see a kid and I'll be like, I want to watch this kid.
Yep. You talk to a coach, you catch the coach from the team and be like, hey, I heard this, I'm sure a lot of them now know that you're trying to rank someone, so they kind of give you information.
Oh yeah. At the what term? Oh, the Badger, right?
Yeah.
One of the coaches overheard me talking about my rankings. And like, do you know who does that Wisconsin Grappler? And I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And then their 195 wound up beating somebody really good up there. I think it was the Kewaskum, like Dylan Soik or whatever.
Yeah.
He beat him up there, and he looked at me and goes, I get him ranked, coach? And I was like, oh, that's great. I was like, it probably does,
Yeah,
it probably does.
I'll write that one down right here. Just make sure I get that covered.
Jackson Johnson means business, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, and I think that's the best part of it too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have kind of an inside track, whereas I think the younger kids are harder for you just because they're not in high school and they're not affiliated to a coach that you could probably just shoot a text to or make a phone call to.
Right.
So you kind of
reaching out to the 8th graders this year to make sure they were going in to 9th grade and what school they were going to, because it's so hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing.
The Eastbrook Panther Wrestling Club, or it's not even a school. I'm like,
parents, if he contacts you, get in touch with him, because if you don't want to bitch and piss and moan about what your kid's got going on, and make sure that if he's got a question about whatever your kid has going on, that you answer him, so that way he can get it right. Yeah. Like he's not expecting you to answer him in 2 minutes, but at least get back to him.
Right.
So that way you can put your kid in the right spot.
Are really good about it though.
Yeah. I can guarantee you that there are some, and I'll be the pessimist every single time.
I had like a D2 parent reach out to me and let me know that his son was changing schools, but I asked him, does he want to let everybody know? I'll change it now. He's like, no, we'll just wait till he's enrolled in school and stuff.
So there's talk about the whole 8th grade, holdbacks and stuff. Was that redshirt freshman high school year?
Yeah. We did that a lot in Indiana, so it's normal to me.
So there are, I think there are a couple of people that said, well, certain cases, but there are only a couple.
Yeah.
There really are only a couple.
Yeah. They're just so
educationally.
Yeah.
Or I don't care if your kid's small.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
If you're holding them back because you want them to be able to be more competitive, then put them in a different sport.
Right.
And this sounds callous. People are like, oh, that's the dumb way to say it. And it might be. But here's the thing. If you're going to hold your kid back 2 years because he's not growing enough, I'm sorry, what are you feeding him? Not every kid has stunted growth.
Right.
Something somewhere might be going wrong. So you might want to check that out. But now I made the comment of that it's a big social impact on a lot of kids.
Oh yeah.
And so one lady, of course, there's a juxtapose.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying that right. I'm fucking retarded today. But anyways, the juxtapose is that, well, some kids it benefit them. I have yet to see it.
Yeah.
Unless you're homeschooled.
Right.
Like I have yet to see a kid that was like, that was really cool, redoing 8th grade math.
Yeah.
Twice. It's pretty cool. Like, no, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I know one, maybe a kid would be like, oh, it's really helped me with my sports and that's what matters to me. Okay. Yeah. I get it. But now that's the instance of where now another kid, is out of spot or something like that because mommy and daddy are trying to get a scholarship or whatever it is. I see more downsides than upsides to it. And everybody's got their reason, and it is what it is, and I'm not going to be calling out people who are doing it. I just don't agree with the aspect of what it is. I was obviously lucky enough to have a kid that got big.
Yeah, he was.
In kind of a hurry, so he had no choice but to kind of get into what he was getting into. But he was also in a weight class that was a weight class.
Right.
In high school wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't 90 pounds.
Wasn't growing into it.
Right. Correct.
Some work to do.
he had some strengthening.
Yeah.
That was
we had a kid that at Perry, like when I coached there, and like he was going to be 75 pounds.
Yeah.
He was held back because he was too small. Like you said, you don't think that's a good, like this kid was 75 pounds. He put on 25 pounds. Like he was 100
Did he
pounds.
really?
Yeah. But he was just small, and he was a 106 for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't grow much after that, but he got up to like 98, like 100, 104 maybe.
They held him back 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
and he didn't get any fucking bigger. It's like sometimes
he
it's
got
just
25 pounds. Like,
yes, he
75 to 100 was huge.
Yeah, no. I'm not judging that portion, but he still wasn't up to 106.
No, he never.
He wrestled
103 back then.
106. Oh, it was 103.
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm not saying that he didn't grow.
Right.
The growth spurt was good. I mean, definitely. But again, because the growth spurt wasn't.
Yeah, but we didn't know that for sure was coming either.
Nope, nobody does.
Yeah.
And not even the parents would know that.
Right.
But at the same point, though, too, you held him back because of athletics.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I understand. He was homeschooled and probably was his parents doing his homework,
So
it probably didn't do much
I don't know.
for the kid at all. Like, it's hard when you're like in the thick of it.
When the downsides outweigh the upsides to me, I don't agree with it.
I understand.
It's just how I work with it.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely not for everybody.
No. And I understand that, like, I think, who's doing it?
Didn't Caleb Noble do it?
I don't know if he did. Martez Sheard is.
Oh, yeah, he is. But
yeah,
I'm
he's
saying,
red shirt.
Caleb Noble, is he a sophomore or a freshman? Because he was
I
just a
don't know.
second at 16U. So
I thought he was just a freshman. I'm pretty sure he was just a
but
freshman.
it was in Illinois. Right?
Yeah. But that's just kind of where, and there's arguments that, like I said, there's arguments to both sides. I understand even the good sides, but the good sides don't outweigh the bad. To me, the bads outweigh the good. And it's just one of those things where if you tell me your case and I can see it, because people will hide it, they'll say, yeah, we're doing it, but we're doing it for this reason. And then you're like, no, you're not. Like that shit drives me nuts too.
Yeah.
Because there's just nothing. I don't know why there's so much running and hiding. Like Liam has asked a couple times, like maybe about guys with their weight. I get it. The kid's doing it. Like they're in it. Like he's going to be wrestling. He wants to know what the hell's going on. Does he worry about it and incess about it? No.
Yeah.
If he's in front of like Stoffel. Yeah. So are you sure you think what's his name is going to go this way this year? Yeah. And Stoffel's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like some guys just want to know. Some guys are just kind of curious as far as what's going on. But I think, I don't know.
Yeah, all the kids talk like.
Yeah.
It's very common.
Talk about the rankings. Yeah. They love looking at the rankings. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of them sweat balls about the rankings. They just like looking at them. Yeah. It's fun. Same thing with me.
Right.
There's certain things sometimes, like when I look at rankings, I want to know why.
Yeah.
I question. Right. I question you. Oh, yeah. Like I don't stop with WI Wrestle.
Yeah, I know.
I question Willie. Yeah. I question you.
Oh, yeah.
But not everything. Just a couple.
Yeah.
That's why I know you guys know the math. Like, I think I told this story once or twice, and Ben Askren called me out and I think Kyle Kluskins did too, like talking about how Aaron Rodgers, they're showing all those highlights of him throwing Hail Marys and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, he's the man. I'm like, yeah, he wouldn't have gotten there without a wide receiver. How about the guy in the end zone catching that shit?
Yeah.
Bet you I could stand back and wing a ball up in the air. Maybe not 60 yards, but I sure can wing one.
Yeah.
And hopefully someone catches it, right? Hopefully that's why I'm throwing it in the middle of nowhere.
It's your best throw.
And they're like, who are you to question a high-level athlete? And it's like, dude, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I didn't play in the NFL. Right. But it's like people just kind of assume, that people don't know things like that a kid, parents don't know what they're doing for their kids. And I'm never going to question a parent
right
as far as looking out for their kid. But sometimes it's just like, yeah, I think you're hiding shit.
Yeah.
I think you're hiding some. And then you find out they are. They're like, the plan worked the whole time.
Yeah.
But so we were kind of getting into Fargo a little bit, and you have been to Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times? Wrestling competition.
I wrestled all 8 years or all 4 years. Sorry.
All 4 years.
Eight tournaments.
Years. Yeah. Did you get held back a couple times?
Yeah. Talking about held back. I was 23 when I graduated.
Okay. So you weren't held back. So you went 4 times. All American 4 times?
No.
How many times All American?
2.
Twice? Junior and senior year?
No. Sophomore year. Cadet.
Freshman and sophomore?
No, going into my junior year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I was a cadet. I was 16U.
All on head throws?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I headlocked some stacked kids out there too. It
Did
was
you?
Like great. Like I'd get laughed at before I went on the mat. Like just kind of waddle out there.
Yeah.
Like and kids, like it'd be in like the 5th round. And people are like, "This is really
this kid?
Yeah,
he's here."
Yeah. Okay.
And then I head throw him.
Oh yeah.
Freestyle and Greco, you're saying?
Oh yeah, they knew. It was
all
coming.
styles didn't matter.
did not matter. I got fourth in Greco.
So was it just you trying to figure out how you could sneak it in?
Oh yeah,
it was just
I do like a standing fat man roll sometimes and just give up one, like 3, 1. The guy land on top, but I threw him to his back.
Oh God!
There was no skill in it. Like could just kind of really clamp down the arm, miss the head intentionally, and
see, kids, how easy Fargo could be.
Oh, yeah.
If you just look for the head throw.
No, do not do that. Like, learn your doubles and singles, please. I cannot stand now coaching only headlocker. You know?
Oh God, you should have Headlock U, Headlock University.
No way. Be the most exciting and boring thing at the same time.
So I described Fargo to you earlier, and to me, again, the venue wasn't anything different than a big tournament that we've been to. Competition, awesome.
Yeah,
and I had fun watching the kids there. But it was just like being at Super 32, but for freestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
because it's all high level kids, you know what the expectations are. And I've been around it long enough now though, too, where I've seen a lot of these kids compete, you know, so I'm not completely blown away.
Right.
They did a great job of keeping the matches moving.
Yeah.
That was the best to me when it comes to tournament judgment. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And they kept rolling right along. Oh, yeah, and it was pretty smooth. U.S. Open, same way. I thought it went smooth. I mean, it was fucking spread out the way that it was, but kept it moving.
Yeah.
Kept it moving.
Could always tell where you're supposed to be too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was to me, that's the best part, especially now having to, you know, still coaching them, but you know, having to watch boards and making sure that if that stuff's running along fine, I'm happy as a clam. And
it was horrible back then though. Like we didn't have these bout boards.
Really?
You had to.
How'd you know?
Your bout number. They call you to a mat. They don't even say your name. They're like bout 979, mat 12.
Okay.
And then,
but where do you get that information from? Where do you get your bout number?
Your bout board. Like everybody had a sheet with a bunch of names on the left.
Paper sheets.
Yeah, paper sheets and a copy, and you know
they just call the kids of the bullpen.
Yeah. Okay, we are staging cadet 209. You know,
wow.
Get down there.
Okay.
And then you got one call to the mat.
Yeah.
And then when you didn't show up, they'd be like, calling.
Second call.
Yeah. But they said your name then.
Yep.
So at least you could hear it while you're out in the.
Might as well wait till the second call.
While you're out in like the black market in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're being called to the mat, Zach.
Yeah. First call? Second call? Which one?
Yeah. How much time I got? Yeah, so I was one of those kids that didn't warm up or anything, you know. Like all I gotta do is warm up my shoulder.
You only need to get the armpit ready.
Yeah.
Just that armpit and the throwing arm ready.
Yeah.
So when you were competing, I mean, obviously it was just 1, 2, 3 headlocks are we, but did you sell a lot out at the black market? I didn't go into the black market. I walked around it because it was like piranhas.
Yeah, I was like the biggest shop, like 30 singlets all.
Really?
Like extra small to 3X.
Where did you acquire your gear from?
Trips. I'd go on a bunch of trips. Like,
shit.
Yeah, like you could go to 3 different regionals through the ISWA trips. Like they had trips scheduled. Bus would take you to Georgia, and you'd go to a little tournament, and you'd get a gear bag, and you'd trade everything there.
Okay.
Yeah, so every trip you went on, you just traded.
Did you have Super 32?
No,
you guys didn't have that.
Until my senior year, and then I believe it was invite only. Like they invited.
Yeah, back then it was. Yeah, yep.
So I didn't get invited because I mean I never even placed in high school.
All you fucking did was head through, dude. They didn't want that garbage at their tournament.
I got called for stalling like 10 seconds into state. Like, my first round of state. Yeah, because we just both circled right out of bounds because he knew what way I needed to circle. He had me scouted like so good. We both went. And he goes like double stalling. I'm like, what the fuck? 10 seconds in. So yeah, it took me 10 seconds to get from the middle to the outside. So that's how slow I wrestled.
Someone did their analytics.
Oh yeah, he was scout. I'm scouted for sure.
You should find out where he's at. And be like, hey, you want to do some stats sometime?
I headlocked my best friend who was a 2-time state champ in Indiana, like in Greco State.
Really?
Yeah, and we were practice partners. That was the guy that I headlocked. Like,
so were you able to headlock him all the time in practice?
I never even threw it in practice because I didn't need to. I was so good at like it didn't need to practice it.
You're so good at other stuff at practice that you didn't need to do that stuff at practice?
No, I was horrible at everything else, so I had to practice that shit. I knew how to head throw. Don't need to practice it. You hurt somebody, you know?
Very true.
They wouldn't call them concussions back then, but that's what they were.
It's a boo-boo.
Yeah.
It's a boo-boo back then.
Right.
Just rub some dirt on that shit.
You'll be all right. Just chill out for a minute.
That's not a cracked skull. Yeah. You're fine.
You're fine.
There's a
You're
brick wall.
bleeding.
Nope. No. What is that? Are you hurt or are you injured?
Right.
Because if you're injured, you can't play. If
My
you're
assistant,
hurt, you can still play.
one of our assistant coaches when we were in high school, he would wrestle with all the kids still, and it was really active. And his shoulder would pop out in the middle, and he'd just lay against the wall, and he'd have to run full.
Oh
and
no!
Pop it back in. And he'd be like, "Okay, let's go." I'm like, "Oh my god, he's
my god,
crazy ass Marine." You know, that was
no, thank you. That's horrible.
Oh yeah.
I can't even just watching Mel Gibson do it in the movie. Oh, you know, when he slams his shoulder into that. Oh my god, just watching that hurts.
Oh yeah, but that's about how it was like
that's crazy. Wow.
And just goes right back at it. He was crazy.
Well, good for you with the black market and selling stuff too. And that was
definitely an acquired taste though. It's
So I mean the venue was, I mean, I think people working it were nice. Yeah. You know, sometimes you run into the people that are running the metal detectors, which that's the biggest change to me with wrestling now, because the venues you're going into and things like that, security, the metal checks, the metal detectors. Oh yeah, that's weird. You know, like I feel like I'm going to the airport every single time. But
is Dippin' Dots still called the ice cream of the future? Because that's what it was called when we were kids. Like, is it still called that there? Everybody had Dippin' Dots.
At Fargo?
Oh yeah,
I had Dippin' Dots, but I didn't read. I didn't read what the slogan said on it.
Well, I did. You know,
you're analytical. You had to figure why do they sell so much? Is it in the logo?
Yeah.
What is it?
The fuck is going on? Why do people like this?
Yeah.
It's like,
and then you had some, and you're like, oh, no, I get it.
No, I was just like, give me fucking ice cream. I'll just take ice cream. No, I'm getting some shit there.
Yeah, no shit, right? Exactly. So you got through the black market. You did that stuff. You're analytical.
Yep.
We talked about people should know you now.
Yeah.
They should know you. They should understand where you're coming from in rankings. Because like I said, this will be your first time on Rockfin, make your first trip memorable, make sure that you like it. So let's, as I mentioned to the folks that we're going to be looking at some matchups here for King of the North that's coming up on September 23rd. That'll be at Crass Training Center over in Altoona.
Yeah.
Altoona, Wisconsin. What a dumb name for a town. Altoona.
Never been there.
They should just name it Crasstown. Name it
That venue, is it a pretty big building or?
George's got a pretty sweet setup there. Yeah. No, he doesn't. He's a part of this group that has, so they've got a sports training center, and I think they do occupational therapy there as well.
Okay.
Right in the building. I think they have a nutrition center right in the building. So literally you walk out, he's got a dedicated area that's for wrestling. Then there's another side that's got some baseball stuff. Some grass over there. And then they also have the nets for throwing and hitting and things like that. So they have training for that over there. And then, I'm probably missing one other spot. I think there's another place. There's another room he took me to, and I can't remember if that had wrestling mats or not. And he's probably going to be like, you dumbass. But it's a sweet spot. It really is nice. Now it's going to be tight, but that's kind of what these guys want. For this event, to make sure that people are like on the mats kind of thing, Not when I say it's going to be tight, this isn't a small building by any means. I mean, it's got room, but just the areas that I can imagine that they're going to have the wrestling in. Yeah. If there's many people that they say is going to be there, then it's going to be packed.
There's seating.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, bleachers? I think it's those roll around 3-tier, 4-tier bleachers or whatever, cool. Which then the rest of them will just be kids sitting around probably. Cool. I'm sure they have folding chairs and things like that. So it's going to be, these guys are kind of, the way that they kind of have been doing these events, they seem like they're like kind of mini who's number ones.
Yeah.
The setup anyways. Yeah. The setup. So King of the North's that crash trained, and we're looking at the lineup here, and you've done your due diligence on doing some picks. Yeah. So we're going to go through, and then I'll wind up putting I want you to send me what you have. You can send me, like, if you want to copy it and send it to me, because then I'm going to put what I pick on one side, and then we'll post it up. And then I'll make a little flyer for it so people can go see it. So our picks, and this is based off of what we know. Now, remember, folks, there are some of these guys I have actually coached, and there are some of these guys I've known since they were tiny kids. So I do know them, and I've seen the progress that they've made. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right, but I'm also making somewhat of an informed decision on what I think these kids are capable of and where they've gotten to now and how good they are. and Zach's a little more analytical than I am. You know, I'm going to get into hopefully the analytics a little more with him as I help him possibly do some national rankings here. Yeah. So let's start because it's kind of a long list. We'll get this going here because we're an hour in, right? Oh shit. So Turner Campbell versus Blakely Bastian. Yeah. Who do you got on that one?
I got Turner Campbell.
You got Turner Campbell. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I see your Turner Campbell.
Yeah.
And I raise you a Blakely Bastian.
Right.
Because, and only because I've seen Blakely in his.
Oh yeah, he's a freak for
the freakish strength. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the freakish strength. So it's I've seen the positions he's gotten into and the way he can wrestle through them.
Yeah.
Not out of them.
Oh yeah.
Through them.
Yeah, he turns them into scoring opportunities for sure.
So I want to say maybe, and someone will correct me, but I think Blakely's record's a little better than Turner's, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think. Let me see. You got that down?
I don't have their career record, but I got it on my website, but I know exactly where it is.
Their high school record anyways. Yeah. I don't care about middle school.
Yeah. Definitely don't have that. Don't have my K through 12 rankings up. So yeah, Turner's 78-14.
Yeah.
Career. And Blakely is sorry, I didn't have this.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. I should pull it up too.
It's Blakely's a qualifier and a third placer, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Blakely is 85-21. So
yeah.
It's about the same, really. 78-14 and 85-21.
I'm gonna not look at the losses and just say 85-70 something.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm picking Blakely.
Yeah,
I'm basing it off of just what I see. Turner Campbell, I watched some videos. I tried to watch some of these guys wrestle.
Right.
Especially the guys that I didn't know that are going against guys that I do know. So I wanted to see how, because that's basically what I didn't do any numbers.
Right.
I did no numbers, people. I'm basing this off of hard.
Yeah.
What's not the look test or the eye test or what is that? The
eye test.
The eye test.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Eye test.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what mine's based off of. And
right.
people are like, oh, why is he even picking? Because I know shit. Okay. I know wrestling. Okay. So Tyson Martin, Jackson Schrammick.
Oh, yeah.
So Jackson, I watched a couple matches, strong kid, but I'll go ahead and make the first pick on this one. Yeah, that's awesome. Tyson, I've seen wrestle and he's making leaps and bounds. I think he's going to dominate Jackson.
Oh yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. I got it like 8-2.
8-2.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a 12-4, but
Martin, but
yeah.
Martin too.
Tyson Martin. Yeah. Yep. So that's where I'm going with that one.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So then Colton Hush versus Elias Glinski. I did not watch anything on Elias.
Yeah. He's placed twice. He's got 5th and 4th.
Okay.
And a qualifier. So he's been to state every year.
But then we got Hush.
Yeah, who's 3rd, 2nd, and 2nd.
Yeah.
To really good guys.
Yeah. So I wasn't able to watch Elias, but I mean, basing it off of just knowing who Colton is and just, especially this year.
Right.
I'm going to go, you know what? Fuck, I'm going with Elias.
Are you?
You know what? I'm picking Elias.
I'll go Hush.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Colton, if you get mad, but I gotta have one guy that I'll probably have a couple of them that I'm just like, you know what? I'm going for this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going for this guy. So good luck to both, but I'm going Elias. You're going Colton. Okay. Yeah. I got to remember that too.
Oh yeah. I got mine documented. So.
Okay. Can you document mine too?
Sure, yeah.
Can you do that?
The ones were different on all.
Yeah.
Fold them.
Yeah. So
look at me being tech savvy over here.
You Excel savvy.
Yeah.
So the next one's Lane Anderson versus Wyatt Magolski.
Right.
Watched a couple Lane Anderson's matches, and I tried to watch as recent as possible. Right. I wasn't going back to the beginning of the high school season. I wanted to see the meat and potatoes of what's been happening with him. Wyatt has had a pretty good year last year. Lane's year was all right too. Wasn't terrible. So, but I do know Wyatt has actually gotten pretty big.
Yeah.
He's grown. So I think he might be a little stronger in this one. So I'm going to go with Wyatt Magolski on this one.
Okay. Yeah. We differ on this one too. I got Anderson.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. I know Wyatt has, like I said, he's grown quite a bit in the off season here.
Yeah.
And I think he's just going to be a little bit stronger than Lane. Technical wise, I think they're kind of on the same boat, so it'll be a nice match.
Yeah.
But I'm going Mikulski by 4.
Yeah. Okay. I got Anderson by about 3.
Do you? Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we got William Penn. It sounds like a historical figure for some reason.
Yeah. Ellsworth.
William Penn versus Kellen Kelly. I briefly watched one of Kellen Kelly's matches. I mean, he looked good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys look really good, but I don't think he's going to beat Penn.
Yeah.
So I'm going Penn on this one.
Geez, we're way different. I got Kelly.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just going.
Only 2-point match though.
Right. And that's so I wasn't like, oh yeah, Penn all the way.
Right.
He's going to kill him and dominate. I think it's going to be a really good match.
They did a good job. I wish they would have differentiated divisions a little bit more. Like, don't have so many from this, but you can only get so many kids. I get it.
Well, in this next one, the Wasley Crook one, like I've kind of been wondering, even though they're just talking about size difference.
Yeah, there's going to be. I was like, is there a catch weight or is he coming down? So I was just like,
Liam's going to be pretty close. Like, I mean, right now he knows he doesn't have to watch, but we're going to New York in, 2 weeks or whatever.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, you're going to wrestle 172 for that and not care. And then like a week or 2 later, you're going to have to go to New York. You better be able to bring that weight down.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not a problem. He goes, I don't need to get to 172. He's like, I don't need to be 172. I was like, all right, cool, man, whatever.
Yeah.
But knowing that those two were so close to each other in rankings last year, I think kind of most of the year, that'll be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm obviously picking Crook on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So,
I mean, and no offense.
No.
It's my kid.
Yeah.
Love you. Watch some of your videos. I think you're a good wrestler, but I think Liam's got the edge.
Yeah.
He's kind of on a mission.
Yeah.
Because last year pissed him off a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So he's out to prove a point.
Yeah.
So I got Crook, you got Crook. Okay,
right.
So there's another one we agree on.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
all right.
the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one out of 8.
Yeah.
6.
6, yeah.
Wyatt Unser versus Carter Freeman. Now, I've seen both these guys wrestle through the years.
Yeah.
They're both really good.
Yeah.
As far as the ability levels of where both of them are at, I think they're pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm actually going to go with Freeman.
Same. But like a 3-1 match. Like he's
just definitely
control him and get a takedown.
Correct. I think this is a top-bottom game against those two. I think one of them is going to get a takedown, and I think one might escape, but I think it's going to be maybe a takedown or a turn.
Oh, yeah.
The turn during that takedown, I think, is going to be the difference maker.
Right.
Because I think they both look good in neutral in the way that they wrestle. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens. So, okay, we both got Freeman. That's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Man. Better stop that.
A little too contrarian.
Blake Underwood versus Jake Fitzpatrick. I'm basing this off feeling alone. I'm going off a Law Dog. I'm going with the Law Dog, man. Jake Fitzpatrick, right?
Yeah.
The lacrosse kid. Yeah.
I was like, Law Dog. Where am I? Okay.
Yeah, Law.
I got it now.
Yep. That's the right one. Yep. Yeah, I'm going with Law, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Blake. I'm basing this one off pure emotion.
Yeah. I mean, Fitzpatrick's a senior and Underwood a sophomore.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want to undercut Underwood.
No.
Underwood, any kind of undercutting on Underwood.
No.
But Fitzpatrick's, he's proven his worth over the past few years. So, I mean, even before that.
4th, 2nd, and 2nd, or 4th, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's, we both agree on that one.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's 4 out of 8.
Yeah. So we're on 500. So now we have Aloysius Schlumpf versus Bob Huntley.
Yeah. I think we differ on this one.
I'm going Schlumpf.
I'm going Huntley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Yep. I got Schlumpf on this one. This one is not based off emotion. No. I genuinely think Aloysius has worked his way up. And I think, after watching Huntley leave a program and go to a different one, I think it's just been, you can tell it's a difference.
Yeah.
To me.
Right.
Just kind of seeing how things have been going for him. It's not take away because I know what most of the coaching staff and, nothing from those guys, but I think Aloysius has just gotten better.
Right.
So then you got Huntley based off of numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you go with your numbers. So next we got Tyler Sunday versus Brett Back. I'm calling Brett Back.
Yeah, that's
all day on that one.
Yeah, not even a doubt.
I know Brett Back has been coming back from some injuries. You know, I think some people were kind of questioning, maybe even myself, as far as when he first came back. But dude, he's tired. You know, it's not like he's been competing the whole time. He's been getting better.
Yeah,
and he's gotten better. Like you can tell, he's progressed.
Yeah,
it's just that not every kid is the same. You know, and I think we talked about that in one of the episodes. That it's hard to even ask a kid what he thinks about something because they could change their mind in a month.
Oh yeah,
and it'd be completely different. So. Yeah. But he looks to be doing better, and I just don't think that he's slowing down now. So I think he's got that one all day. So you got Brett Back, I got Brett Back.
Same.
So then we got Carter Lewick versus Ethan Winkleman. I was not able to watch either of these matches, so I'm going to roll the dice on this one because I've heard of Winkleman's name. I'm going to pick Winkleman.
Yeah, he beat Drew.
Did he?
State. Yeah, pretty bad.
Okay, so
like probably 9-3 or something like that.
But the Lewick sounded familiar, but it only because of roofing.
Yeah, Lewick's and that Loopkey.
I thought there was a Lewick.
I thought
there was a Lewick roofing.
Lewick got 4th at 170 last year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know that these guys aren't going to put like someone that's really, really great against someone that's not,
Right.
So it's not that these kids aren't going to compete well, as hard as they can.
And Winkleman got 5th, D1, 182. So
okay. So that's how I got Winkleman. Okay.
Yeah, Winkleman's a big, strong kid.
And I didn't see your numbers. I didn't even know. I'm just kind of basing it off of the cool last name, Winkleman. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going Winkleman too, but this could be like a good, high scoring match, I think.
Okay. You're talking like maybe 8 points each or 10 points each?
Yeah,
somewhere.
for big guys. Yeah, they'll probably put in there'll be a lot of points for big guys, I think.
What weight is that?
I have them both ranked at 190.
Well, I'm surprised they don't have Liam wrestling Winkleman.
All right, here's the thing. You're going to wrestle 182.
We've seen you wrestle big guys. Yeah. We know you can handle it. It's fine. Oh, just funning. New boot goofing. Yeah, just doing some new boot goofing.
Oh, that guy.
Okay, so we got Cole Bozile versus Carter Sturba. I got Bozile.
Same.
I got Bozile. Sturba, I watched a couple of your matches, and then I also watched Bozile's, and there's just a marked difference.
Oh yeah.
Plus I get to see Bozile practice a lot and stuff like that. And Carter, it's again, some of these kids I've only watched matches that are recent.
Right.
I don't get to see him in the workout room, and I get to see him, doing, the stuff that behind closed doors that you don't get to see. But I'm basing it just off of knowledge that I know Bozile's just. Right. What did he take last year? Second, third.
He got 4th.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. So, all right. So then
he had a good match with the guy that won, I believe, like an overtime match in semis or something. It was really good.
Was it?
Yeah, I forget who it was, but
so you got Bozile on that one too.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So then the next one is it Louis Jock or is it Jock?
I think it's Jock.
Or is it Doc?
I don't know. I would go with Jock.
Is the J silent or the D?
The D.
The D is silent.
Yeah, I think.
The G is silent.
Yeah.
That's bad. I shouldn't do that. And versus Logan Kawa.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go with Kawa. They're both returning state placers.
Then I'm going with Jock.
Yeah, I've seen Kawa wrestle, and he stayed with Judah for a little while, which was pretty impressive last year because a lot of people didn't.
That was Liam's kryptonite.
Yeah, yeah. Judah is funky.
He's long.
Yeah,
he's long.
You can't like duplicate it.
He knows how to use his length. I don't know that he knows how to scramble, but I know that he knows how to use his length.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen a tall guy that's long and lanky like him ever scramble.
Yeah.
Especially well.
Right.
Because they have to cramp up so much to wrestle a shorter guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on. I got Jock. You got Kawa.
Yep.
Okay. Yours based off numbers. Mine's based off of feelings.
Right.
And so the next one's Gage Lozowich versus Blake Carton. Mm-hmm. Now I can attest to both of these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Liam used to practice with Blake, and back in the day had a hard time with it. I think even middle school conference, I think he may have even had a hard time with him.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I think it was in 5th grade, and Blake beat him.
Okay.
But that was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So obviously we can have some context to that.
He was.
Yeah.
So he was in he was in 6th then.
Yes.
And Blake's a year ahead, right?
Yes, correct. Yep. And Liam lost. I think Liam took 5th in 5th grade at middle school conference.
Okay.
So he wrestled Gage, and he wrestled Gage at one of the Bono events, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I can't remember who ran the event. Anyways, Gage didn't do terrible against Liam. I mean, right. Liam didn't just run through him, you know.
Yeah.
He fought well. I think it was just a little bit of a balance thing, and Liam, you know, having a little more experience with certain things. But Gage did not give points away by any means.
Right.
Blake was also one of those wrestlers where, you know, he would wrestle really, really well until you got into his head.
Yeah.
And then there was a slight breakdown.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of it's not like he was crying on the mat. It's just you could tell that he was like, crap, I lost.
Right.
And then they kind of stop. That case could be completely different by now, but I still have Gage Lozwich in this one.
Yeah, that's who I went with too. But it's going to be really low scoring, controlled match. Like
correct. Both guys are going to wait until the exact right moment to shoot.
Oh yeah. It's a very good matchup.
Yeah, totally. Because Blake does the same thing. He waits for that right moment because I think he likes to try to hit that outside single. Right. You know, that sweep. I think Gage is more of a double leg kind of guy, but they got to wait to get in, you know, and they kind of wait for the right moment. So, but I got Gage. I think if Gage does win, I think I got Gage by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it like 4-2. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one's Michael Bostwick and Derek Goddard. You know, I watched one of Bostwick's matches, and then I also watched one of Goddard. I think it's Goddard. Mm-hmm. Goddard's matches. Both pretty well matched as far as skill, and as far as tenacity. To me, it's going to boil down to speed and strength.
Yeah.
I don't know what currently each one looks like or what size they are, but I believe, God, if I remember the videos, Bostwick looked like he was a little bigger.
Oh yeah.
A little bit. But I haven't seen them recent. I'm basing this off of videos that I saw that were older. But I'm going to pick Bostwick in this one.
Yeah, I had Bostwick too.
Yeah.
Just based on size, like you're saying. Like I got him ranked at 26, and I got Goddard ranked at 13. So Goddard had to have gone up, because unless Bostwick's just small, because I have him behind some kids in Luxembourg. It's going to be hard to make Luxembourg's lineup, you know? Well,
I kind of like that I'm able to make these picks too. Like, I don't even know half these kids.
Right.
And just basing it off of some videos, and you're like, I got this kid winning too. It's all right, so people, I'm not looking at anything. Right. I don't have anything pulled up. I'm just basing it off of shit that I watched.
Yeah. And
he's basing it off of knowledge, numbers, and analytics.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably some of the best like guessing I've done. It's got to be some of the best guessing.
Doing pretty well.
So then the last match that they have listed is Roger Fleege, not to be confused with Robert.
No.
Robert is
Tate. Yeah.
Yes, Robert Tate. Yes. Okay. Versus Logan Mueller. I got Fleege.
I got Mueller.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're so losing.
No. I mean, I know they're both 106s last year, but I mean, Miller did wrestle 120 at Freestyle State. Fleege was 13. I mean, Miller's going to have size, which isn't something he usually has on people, you know?
This is true.
Yeah.
This is very true. Very true.
It's going to, and experience, I think, you know, 2-time runner up versus 1-time 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
So I just think Miller is savvy enough to get it done. I think
Fleege teaches Fleege. I think he's got some skill over him.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's got a rabbit under his hat. He's gonna pull it out and surprise everyone. So what does that put us at for picks?
Let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different.
7 different. How many matches are there?
I didn't count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, I think. I think it's 16 matches. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
The same on 7, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're different.
Different on 7. Okay, we're the same on 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. I like how that rolls out.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I look at matchups and I look at, you know, not just these, but like even when I look at like who's number 1 and things like that, like, like even the Aiden Sinclair versus Mirasola match, I picked Mirasola.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aiden. Congratulations, Aiden, by the way. Congrats. I picked Marisola. Obviously, I lost $1 to myself.
Oh,
I know, it was rough.
Yeah.
I don't gamble unless I know I'm going to win. Right. So I won either way.
Yeah.
Because I told myself if Marisola wins, you get $1. If he loses, then you get $1 because Aiden won. Because the other Brad picked Aiden.
There you go. Nice. All bases are covered that way.
But kind of looking at some of the matchups, like it's kind of hard when you're doing who's number one.
Oh yeah.
It's not hard. They're ranked 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So, and understandably, if you want a 1 and 2 to be against each other, but maybe number 2 can't, so you get a 1 and 3 or a 1 and 4, things like that. But either way, it still makes for a good matchup.
Yeah.
When you look at some matches like this, like I guess like I asked you about criteria,
right?
Like just about ranking criteria. Okay. Like I guess I want to know what's your criteria for picking guys. Did you feel bad for them or something? And then it's a silly question, but just arbitrary. But like, what was your criteria? What was your mode of picking? Like, what would your mode of picking be to? Would you just base it off your rankings? Like this is the number 1, number 2 guy. I want to see. Let's have him wrestle.
I can't always do that because some weights are a lot more stacked. Like somebody could be ranked number 5 in D2 against somebody that's number 1 in D3. Doesn't necessarily mean that the number 1 I'm going to think is the winner.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, and I guess I didn't.
Divisions, it's different.
I didn't put that aspect in the.
Yeah, but nationally rankings, like obviously.
Yeah.
They're right a lot of the times because there's so much that goes into them.
Right.
So, but there's always that shot, and then and who's number 1's great. Well, it's a really good event.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And we didn't go like we just. I'm not
right. Oh yeah.
I watched from my home. I was able to watch it on 2 screens. I had all set up, that kind of thing. But we were done and we came home. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting to see how some of these matchups go as weights and what you projected them to be versus when you call them and find out. And then you're like, oh, shit, now I got to see if I got to call this guy because this guy's not here and, stuff like that.
I'm curious if they'll, let that one go like they did kind of how they dictated what weights people went last year.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do that again, because that would hamper, Connor if he were to lose to Aiden again.
Yeah. So
keep him from getting a 4th,
I was kind of curious why this is King of the North.
Yeah.
And they did the cutoff from La Crosse, I think, to Manitowoc, right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't really.
Nina's below that line. I wonder why Declan and Jacob weren't included in this lineup.
Yeah, I don't know.
They put those guys on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they're. I don't know. I don't have a reason.
It's just that it just seemed like they put a lot of those guys up.
Did they go to AWA?
No.
Oh.
The Nazar kids.
Nazar?
They were Aviator kids, then they got smart.
Okay.
And then they went to Nazar. Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah, I forgot about
their
hatred.
They were Aviator kids, then they got smart.
I guess. I don't know.
If Keegan was running that place, it'd be 10 times better.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
I don't know either one, but.
Who? Keegan or Kleiny? You should know Kleiny.
He wasn't at Kakano when I was there.
Oh. Well, you're not missing much.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he was at Appleton North or Appleton East or something.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Yeah, he stomped away with his ball and went home.
Yeah. I don't know how it went down, but he wasn't there. That's all I know.
Yes, there's a lot of stories that go around about it.
I've been around Keegan. He seems pretty knowledgeable.
Love Keegan. Keegan's a great kid. And honestly, he's doing great in MMA.
Yeah.
He's been doing awesome in it. And it's awesome to see him excel. And him doing the Fox Valley Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club. Yeah, yeah. He's I think he's one of the instructors for those guys now.
Oh, nice.
No, if hands down, Keegan, I love Keegan. Keegan's a good kid. He's been doing, I know he struggled with like little kids just like I did when I got out of high school, so I couldn't coach little kids.
Right.
He's growing, man. Like, he's hands down. I would, if people were to say in the area one-on-ones, I would probably say him and Robert Lee.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
As far as the younger guys now, Robert's got some hurt shoulders. And shout out to Fox Valley Elite. I don't talk about those guys enough. They've helped Liam a lot. Yeah. Robert's been working with Liam quite a bit. Showing him some stuff and and keeping him on track. And then he's been working with Dewey Krieger up at AWA. So getting him around good minds and around good wrestlers. There's a lot to go around in this state, man.
Yeah.
But
I didn't get here till the end of their careers in high school, but I saw
Yeah.
I saw Robert's senior year.
Yep. Yeah. It's some of the probably best wrestling in the state at that point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that team I first got here was really good.
Yeah.
With Trey and Robert and Bailey and Shikuski and like all those guys. I mean, he was a state placer.
No. I'm laughing because he's a funny dude.
Oh yeah.
I love some of the reels that he puts out. It's always old, old country videos.
Oh yeah.
It's old 90 or 80 shows,
He's
TV show
like
clips.
Naming all the bands.
Nostalgic.
Yeah.
He's nostalgic.
Yeah. Macho will be like, Shikuski, who is this? And he'll know the band. Like, it's like I don't even know that band. Like,
he's that old timing dude.
Oh, yeah.
He knows how to give her the old school way.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to have someone to carry the torch.
Yeah.
Nobody better than Shikuski to carry that torch.
Sure.
All right, so we made our predictions. Those are done.
Yeah.
We talked about you. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Now more about me.
For sure. I was wondering when that. No.
Less about me. So what else we got coming up? We got Liam will be doing Journeyman. I'll be out there for that and see if Frank will let me take some vids.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Do a little vlog. I can send you a link. So I'm doing. I like vlogging.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, my opinion of vlogging isn't the same as others. So like I did something where I did some videos of me and Liam, some video clips of us disc golfing out at Greeno.
Okay.
And it was just him, he'd tell, look at the camera and be like, we're on a hole, blah, 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 just kind of doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
somebody question your integrity because of doing that?
I hope not, because I added Super Mario sounds into it when he hit the tree and stuff. Oh dude. I did. It's fantastic. Actually, I don't know if the folks will be able to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it right now.
Oh,
God.
Makes for good podcasting.
It does. I got to figure out where my mouse is. There it is. Because I like doing it. So there is a YouTube channel for the Vision Quest podcast.
Nice.
It's pretty rickety. Yeah. It's because I'm figuring this video shit out, dude. I'm telling you, some guys are like, I don't know why it's so hard for you. Because I don't deal with it on a daily basis. Yeah. So I got to figure it out piece by piece.
I mean, you saw me, like, I couldn't get my damn camera on, and
all you had to do is slide shit over on the top, bro.
Yeah, I was apparently worried people were like spying on me.
Fucking embarrassing.
I don't video chat with Minnie. I'd say single digits with the amount of people I've ever been on a video chat with.
So we're gonna go to the No. I'm going to go to the creator side here. So when you see this, I have premium benefits. What are you talking about? Oh, there we go. I need YouTube Studio.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is my stuff. Only I can see it. Well, now you can see it because you're here. But content, you're going to love this. It's actually pretty good. I'm kind of proud of what I did. I haven't added music yet. Okay. Hopefully the folks can kind of hear it.
Oh, look at this.
What?
I don't know.
I hope it comes on.
All right, guys.
Oh, there
So we're at hole 1.
That is a good course.
It's fun.
Hopefully I don't hit the soccer net.
Watch this. This is great. Listen to this. Watch this. Basket is right there. Liam goes.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
All right, so my dad got a bogey or a birdie.
Yeah.
I got about 8. I don't know what that is. I think that's bad. We got a hole.
It's only like 3 minutes.
It's going to the right a little bit.
I got to get rid of the double logo.
Big dog leg.
Big dog leg.
It's uphill. I don't know how I can
This
do
one's
with
tough.
It is.
You just roll it. That's what I usually do. Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Par 3. I got 6 last time. He got 5.
How'd he only get a 6?
No, it's a straight shot, but there's a little... What you call that? Like a little...
Testicle on the end there?
I'd say so, yeah.
See, I tried to bleep it out.
Yeah.
Let's pray we hit the tree this time.
I was going Super Mario crazy.
Oh, yeah.
No sound effects on that.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No.
he just nicked the ramps.
He was too excited. I figured I'd leave that one alone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Par 5. My dad got a birdie last time.
We skipped the driver on that
Yeah.
hole. Yeah. We had to figure some stuff out.
See by the orange.
Watch the guy in the corner.
Watch.
Zoom in so people can see.
Watch this guy.
Basket's right down there. Now, knowing me, I'll
I did
probably
that.
swing to the left or the right, but hey. We're gonna do it.
Baskets in there, folks.
You can't even see the like it's over there.
Oh yeah.
It's a horrible zoom job. Horrible.
And Liam went way left. Yeah. One sport.
Has he ever? He's
One
never
sport
played
athlete.
with Ben, right? And Ben's supposed to be really good at.
But when
Ben has like a
I'll
course.
pause this. Ben took him out to Utah for kids nationals.
Okay.
And the first thing that they did when they got to the fucking airport, Liam said that Ben's like, yeah, the disc course is, we're going to head to the disc course. And Liam's like, the what? He's like, we're going to go disc golf. And Liam kind of heard about it, but he'd never really done it, you know? So then all of a sudden he's like, Ben gets out and he pulls this huge bag out and he hands it to me and he goes, it was so heavy. And I was like, it was full of discs.
Oh,
He was like, yeah, it was all discs. And he's like, we're going right now.
Oh, man.
So then he took him out there. And I can't imagine what the courses are like out there with having the mountains and stuff like that.
Took a break on a couple. Par 8, see what happens.
Yeah, we didn't do every hole.
Four.
Oh yeah.
Hole 8, par 4.
Yeah.
See what happens. We're pretty wide open here, folks, so we should see at least a decent toss here.
My Wisconsin accent shining through.
Yeah.
Shining through.
A decent.
I think that's the best one so far today.
Oh,
So far,
don't you
today,
know?
yeah. Crazy. So then we
Where is this?
look at the graphics, dude. That's at the place we're cleaning out right now.
Oh, okay. I say this isn't fucking disc golf.
So Stadler Brothers. So I put in the title, I put "and shenanigans."
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you some context here. So Christina's cousin passed away.
Okay.
And we're the executors of her will. Christina is.
Yeah.
But we're going in with Christina and helping her clean this house out because it's not full,
Yeah.
but it's a big house and it's every room's got shit in it, right? So we find out I tried getting this thing to work. I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
So apparently I was plugging it in with the wrong outlet or something. I don't know. It's an old house.
Yeah.
Liam got it going, right? So that was a Stadler Brothers record, a vinyl record. You and I know what those are.
Yeah.
Some of the kids listening may not know what that shit is. Liam didn't know. He goes, I've never touched one of these before. I was like, this is all I had to listen to. And then I showed him the cassette deck doesn't work very well.
Right. I had a 8-track in my room growing up, like.
And my dad had an 8-track in his GTO.
Yeah. I had one like in my bedroom, like a stereo with the speakers on my waterbed.
I wasn't treated with malice back when I was young. I was allowed to have a tape player in my room.
Nice.
Then I got a CD player.
Ooh.
You're from Indiana, though, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Yeah.
I understand. But Liam found this, and then there's like 30, 40 Johnny Cash records in there, too.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we're probably going to get that fixed so the tape player works, but the speakers are garbage. I'm going to find him some other speakers for that. So
I think we
that's
have some, actually. We have some Bose ones in my house you could have.
that's really?
Yeah, that works for that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so we're
We don't
back.
use 'em.
We
Yeah.
took a little time from disc golf, and we're cleaning out this house, and I found my new
It's the
PC
Windows
setup, actually. Peyton, you should answer me so I can show you this. And we just got. Oh, I already lost.
Minesweep.
So we just click that.
Starting over on Minesweeper.
Yeah, Windows 98.
Windows 98?
Wow.
Look at that.
Here, scoot up.
Look at that fire trap. Oh, my God.
It's pretty sick.
Holy water.
Oh, man.
That was holy water on the desk.
Don't worry about the fire hazard.
That's a speaker that they hook up to that thing. Like, what?
Yeah, that's pretty old.
Yeah.
That's a
Are you
disk
that
drive
old?
there.
I'm that old.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that was it. So that was dedicated to Joanne.
There you go.
Is her cousin that died, but
Yeah.
So that's that one you can't see yet. So
Yeah.
I have some that I have 2 of them that are out. And then I have one of them's this one. I think it's funny because Aiden says he's coming for Liam.
Who's Aiden?
Need him. And he weighs like,
Oh, okay.
How we do.
yeah. So that
Better
was
not come too hard.
yeah, because
Might happen again.
might happen again, brother. But then it's obviously the Eau Claire North one.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But those videos too were me like working stuff out. So I have that's out there. I shared it with Liam. I doubt he's watched it, but eventually I'm going to do little things like that. So hopefully Frank will let me do some video out there of
Yeah,
Journeyman.
that'd be cool.
And I'll put, some of that out there. And it'll just be like, I'm
Does
only
anybody
going to,
own the rights to that or anything?
he
Does-
does. He does.
He
I think
does?
he does. He's the one that owns Journeyman. He's the one that runs the tournament.
But
So
who's running the tournament? Is it a flow tournament?
I think so.
Okay. There's like a certain amount of
Each match or
Film,
something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
And I'm only going to be doing like a 5-second clip
Yeah.
or something like
Okay.
that of a select match that I went to go watch, or even just me walking through the venue kind of thing. Cause people are going to want to see, wow. It's actually a decent venue. It's not at Spooky Nook this year.
Oh, okay.
It was at Spooky Nook, I think 2 years prior, because we'd been to that one. But, so we got that going, and I've been working on the whole, trying to get, you and I are going through the video thing. So folks can get a live video eventually.
Yeah.
Via Facebook or YouTube. It's not going to be live on Rockfin.
If I can figure out if my slide is over or not.
We'll have to work through those issues when we get to it. Math hard, computer hard.
There we go.
But I'm up in my computer game, so I'm going to get a new one of those, and then we'll be I'm going to be mobile this week. I'm going to be talking to Garrett Joels, I think, on Wednesday night.
Nice.
And then
got some really good guests for sure. So it's
and
pretty
so
cool to see.
Yeah, in the other thing too with some of these guys, like I was able to get Troy Steiner back on, and having those guys as return guests, it was great talking to Troy, because I mean the Minnesota thing is. I'll just say this: it's real. As far as as what Liam's looking at, kind of scoping things out. All options are not closed. Right. All options are still open, but some things are getting open. His eyes are being open to a few more things. Michigan
early.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Michigan's something that he likes. I know he wants to get out of the cold.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you. He doesn't. Who knows?
Didn't you just poke at Crass on Facebook over the Kroll hiring or whatever?
Yeah. That aged well.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck you, crook."
Yeah, that was funny.
So that's fun being able to banter with those guys. He's got a bunch of great kids out there, and then having that camp was great. Being able to connect with the Minnesota guys a little bit. Liam was able to, and then I was able to talk to Joel's, and I'll get Brenner on too. And now that the school season's going, it's going to be a little tougher, but a lot of those guys are bored at night, and that's when I record.
Yeah.
So.
The UNC campus is awesome though. Did you go
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Keaton was there, he took Liam for a walkthrough, and then we talked to Coleman and stuff like that. And now that Cole is there, though, that's even better.
Right.
Hopefully Ramos stays. I don't think Ramos is going to stay there, though.
You don't?
I don't think so.
Right now, he is the assistant, right?
He is. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything change about that. But I don't think he's going to stay.
Did he throw his name in the hat too? Like he probably applied, right? No?
Nope. I don't think he did.
Let's say if he applied and didn't get it, then I guarantee he's gone.
Yeah. So then the other thing I think though too is I don't even know if he even put his own name.
Yeah.
Even if the school is considering him.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know if he's ready to be a head coach, man.
He's pretty good,
dude. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying as a wrestler, like as a coach.
Good coach.
Like,
but not a head coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you want to be a head coach? I don't see you as a head coach.
No, I'm not a head
coach. And you know your place.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's that way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that he wants to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Does he?
I don't
know. Think he's expressed it. He seems pretty quiet.
Right.
No, I think he's that
really
guy
good in the room, though.
Oh, hell yeah. I think he's a developer, hands down. I think he's the guy that can really work the ins and outs of a guy.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't know that he's a head coach guy.
Yeah,
you know? Cole is.
Yeah.
I just think it was weird that he was out at Stanford for that long. Did he want to get out of Cornell that bad?
I mean, I think that was just an opportunity. Like, and then, I mean, he was a national champ for North Carolina. So, yeah. So, I mean, I would think that
he's from North Carolina.
I would think this is his dream job, you know?
Correct. But
so it comes open. I think you just take it. I don't think it was
why didn't you stay at Cornell to wait for North Carolina?
I don't think he knew that was happening. I mean, everybody thought it would happen, you know? Coleman's going to Okie State, you know, that's just
being a pessimist, just wondering why, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I get it, but
you only were at Stanford for a year.
Wasn't it 2?
Maybe 2.
Yeah. Maybe.
Still.
Yeah, I mean.
Flash in the pan, man. Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, I just kind of curious.
Maybe, was he out there for save? Or no, he was hired after, like, they were saved, right?
After. Yeah. He was the first coach I hired after.
Maybe going through that would have brought it out of him, but if he was after, that doesn't make sense.
Well, now they're going to be like fucking big dogs at Pac-12.
Yeah. Because everybody's out.
Is anything left of the Pac-12? No. That's weird. What do you think about that shit?
Yeah, I mean,
someone said that they were already in the Big Ten. The teams they were talking about, like, or someone said that. I don't know who. I thought I saw a comment out there saying that they were already doing this, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I mean, wrestling's in different ones, I think.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're already hopping, like all the like Drexels and all those, like they're in MAC and stuff. Like it's SoCon.
Yeah.
I don't think they're in the same
ACC.
Yeah.
This is weird. I don't know. And I think that's what someone was talking about. Like those guys, like wrestling has already been that way or something like that. So
yeah, like because Missouri was in the Big 12 when they were in the SEC for football.
And this would be stupid, but I think whatever one sport is at a school for a division, they all should be in that.
Yeah, but I mean, SEC doesn't have any wrestling.
Can you imagine what that would do?
Oh, like the SEC
teams would just dominate.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just in a demographic area.
Yeah,
you have to be in this. It doesn't matter where you want to go. Right. This is where you are. Like I think
it's called the Southeastern Conference, and guess what? You live in the Southeast.
I think it's crazy than the NFL that like some teams are in the same conference and they're on the opposite side of the country.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it used to be a lot worse.
That shit fucking blows my mind. Like,
so Green Bay's in the South now. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How's this working?
Like
is my map wrong?
The Colts are in the AFC South right now, and I'm like, we're in the middle of the fucking country.
Yeah, but if you guys go down,
we're not on the east. We're not on the west.
If you listen to y'all talk down there, you make it sound like you're in the south.
Right.
So does Illinois when you get to the southern tip too. That's crazy.
But aren't we like the same as Cincinnati? Like they're in the north.
I don't know.
We're in the fucking south.
We're north.
Yeah,
we're north.
Oh yeah, you're north for sure.
Wisconsin.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Playing some disc golf out there. Yeah. I think that was all we were going to touch on.
Yeah.
I mean, because we talked about your rankings, talked about who you are so that people know. They probably are like, we didn't talk enough about Brad. You guys will find out enough about me as the years go on because I ain't ending this anytime soon. I am going to touch on, I have gotten positive feedback, though. We talked a little bit about the whole Fenimore thing, and I know you'll probably be a little more hush on this.
Yeah.
But positive feedback. I mean, again, the gripe I had was about the rule. About one rule right now, I haven't had the patience or the time to go through others because what I can pull up online is just it's a breakdown of rules.
Yeah.
Like it's not the whole rule book. Right. I want the whole rule book. So with that being said, I challenge Mel Dow to join me on an episode to defend or explain, not even defend, just explain what the happenings and what type of criteria need to be met to break these rules. Because again, you don't own the rights to my kid's image. You didn't give birth to my child. And it's not because of the WIAA that he's doing that well. It's because of my money and the time I put into it and the effort I put and he put into it. Yeah. It's not because of WIAA. So we owe you nothing. Right. Number one. It's my kid, and if I choose to have him on a poster without your clothing, without your logo, I'm going to put him on whatever I want.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's not say without your clothing.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
School clothing, folks, relax.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Thanks for bringing that around. I could have left that.
Yeah, I was like.
I could have left that.
We're talking about certain logos being on the clothing.
Clothing on the kids, but no school logos on.
Oh, yeah, I know where you're going.
Yeah, so we got that.
Yeah.
So we kind of had our Beavis and Butthead moment there. They will have clothes on, folks. Right. Okay. But if I choose to have my child on a poster minus your school logo, I'm going to put them on there. And if I get paid or they compensate me for allowing me to have my kid's image on there, then I'm going to allow that.
Are they saying certain kids are all right to have on because they haven't been successful?
So there's a rule, and I don't know if I have that.
Like we put the worst wrestler on our team would be on the poster. So would that be okay?
I'm gonna be real versatile here. See how I can?
Yeah, look at that. You're very mobile.
Fucking all over the place here. Okay, so
you have like print offs, huh?
Oh, dude.
Is this like a packet? I didn't get this when I entered.
You're not going to get any information you need off of that. I think the stuff I'm looking for is right here. That's not going to help you.
Oh, this is about high school gray shirts. No,
yeah, your freshman red shirt. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this rule again, okay? Because this is only fair. because I think the rules need to be understood. Okay. So and I'll read it from the beginning to end, and I'll try to make it as quick as possible here, right? We're on an hour and 37 minutes. So just give me 1 second. You're looking at your watch like you got something going on.
Oh, no, wife just texted.
Okay. So real quick, a student may not accept, receive, and or direct to another reimbursement in any form of salary, cash, including gift cards, or share game or season proceeds for athletic accomplishments.
Not been done, right?
Right. And I get that. Because of your accomplishments that you're getting paid for, right?
Yeah.
If to me, if someone says, hey, we just want to use your kid's thing.
Yeah.
If because he's a state champ now is a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it a problem if the worst kid on the team's on the poster?
That's so that's where I'm kind of okay with them. Okay. I get it. I get where what the verbiage means, and I understand where they're coming from on that portion of the rule. Okay. Not going to argue that. That one's dollars, cents kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do have my opinion on it. I just think if my kid's going to get paid on it, he's going to get paid. Doesn't have your school logo on it.
Right.
It's not because of WIA that he's successful.
Yeah, but
so you don't
was paid, right?
So I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
I don't owe the WIA to anything.
The kid wasn't paid. It was the club he was representing. Right?
In the instance of Fenimore, the kid was not paid anything.
Yeah.
No one was compensated for a photo.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the rest of the rule here. Let's see. I messed this up. I think when I did it too, I had to keep going back because my eyes are terrible. A student may receive school mementos valued not more than $200. Okay. So it's a school memento.
Like a ring?
Hat from the school store?
Like a ring?
I don't know. I paid more than that for a ring.
Yeah, but you can get discounts and stuff probably.
Oh, I didn't get a discount.
I'm saying
I'll tell you that shit.
School could, like, you get more rings.
Yeah. Nope. There's no discount.
Yeah.
No discount. Maybe the school got a discount. I don't know. But why not?
Yeah.
They get a discount. Why not? Charge me full price so you can make some money for the school.
Pay for the ones that got it at ours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So
I think that's what they're saying. They can't be more than $200.
Well, and an award valued no more than $100. An award valued no more than $100.
Yeah, what's the difference between
what the fuck does that mean?
Memento and
there's so much great. And then the other problem with rules is that it's up to their interpretation.
Yeah.
What's your interpretation versus mine?
Yeah.
Maybe it means something different. And if yours means more than mine, then I don't want to pay you anymore.
Yeah.
Like I want to cut you off the salary that you're on because this is your interpretation so far sucks.
Right.
Because you're number one, it wasn't just the wrestling program, it's the whole athletic program that's on probation. And people are like, well, it's just probation, nothing's going to happen. Everyone's under a microscope now at Fenimore. Every sport.
Yeah.
Every sport. Now you got to worry about everybody else screwing up.
Right.
You know, because take it out in wrestling, take whatever. Why the whole school?
Right. That's crazy.
Okay. So allow me to catch back up to these rules. We got to the $100 retail and may retain non-school competition apparel worn by the student as part of the team uniform. Whatever. Rules further prevent athletes from receiving compensation or benefit directly or indirectly for the use of name, picture, and or personal appearance as an athlete because of ability, potential, and or performance as an athlete. Better not do good. If you suck, you can be everywhere.
Yeah, you can
put your poster everywhere.
Look at Timmy, he's still trying.
Hey, guess what? Sometimes it sucks when you lose.
Yeah.
And when you don't win that much and someone else is winning more, they get attention.
Yeah. I don't get it, but
so the guy who has never been on the world team isn't going to get more attention than Jordan Burroughs.
Right.
Because he's better. That's how life works. And sometimes we have to stop coddling kids and letting them know that, you should get an award. When I started the tournament, the Sawdust Nationals with Dumbass, when I started that, we specifically said we didn't want to do like a fourth place.
Yeah.
I said we need to do a hard first, second, third.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm all for kids growing. I'm all for making kids learn and shit like that. I'm all about it. I am not into coddling and making them feel important. Like I never understood ribbons.
Right.
When I was a kid, when there's the kid that got first place medal, second place medal, third place medal, then it's fourth, fifth, and sixth with ribbons.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit around my room.
Right. Like I never claimed I got my first national tournament.
Yeah.
It was when I was schoolboy, I went to schoolboy nationals. And there was literally 8 kids in my weight. All I had to do was win one match.
That's it.
And I placed, and I'm All-American.
Yeah.
So basically I paid for an All-American status because I got to buy.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to win.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
All-American, baby.
look at that. And then this kid just barely missed out on place, and then Fargo, and I'm like, hey, look at my All-American. He's like, fuck you. Like, you didn't do shit.
Athletes may not receive free and or reduced rates on equipment, apparel, camps, clinics, instruction, and competitive opportunities that are not identical for any and all interested students. That I get.
Oh, yeah.
That one I get. By no means should I walk into a program and be like, you can pay less because you're better. Right. That one I get. Okay.
But they do that at private schools, don't they?
Yeah, but they're not associated. Private schools aren't in the WIA.
Oh,
maybe except
Indiana,
for Lourdes.
Indiana, they are.
Yeah, not here.
Okay.
I think unless because like Lourdes is and things like that.
I
think
could pay to be in.
Well, and that's the other thing that I admit this as well. I'm not completely versed in every angle of every school that
loopholes
what they're able to do and what they're not able to do. I just know that Lourdes is in it because they're in the WIA tournament. I just know that, and there's probably a couple others.
There used to be a different state for like the private schools, right? Like they're a different division. Like,
that I think so.
Yeah, because
like you're going so back to a time when I sucked.
Yeah, Shane Sparks always talks about how he won in that division.
Did
or
he?
whatever.
Yeah,
or maybe placed. I don't know. Maybe
right on. That guy's a hoot.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Athletes and all that interested students. A student may not, this is the part that pisses me off. This is the part right here. Okay. A student may not be identified as an athlete, provide endorsement as an athlete, or appear as an athlete in the promotion of a commercial, advertisement, and or profit-making event, item, plan, or service. Also, an athlete violates the rule if he or she plays in a contest, school or non-school, under the name other than his or her own. That why would you hide your own name? But anyways, that's cheating. But in the name of the whole likeness image thing, they're basically saying you can't put your kid on anything, especially in the sport that he competes in for the WIA. Yeah. Where are you paying him?
Right.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten so tight with our school system, especially not the school system, but WIA. Like Nina, a while back, had the opportunity to have, and this is a while back before they built this huge, gigantic school now. A while back, they had the opportunity to have a new soccer field put in.
Yeah.
Adidas was going to pay for it. They just wanted their logo on it. You put your logo all over that shit. I will take a new field.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Adidas.
Yeah.
Guess what Nina said? No, we can't do that. We can't have
a football field.
Can't have the advertising. What's that?
Be like, can you add a football field?
Yeah, right. They said no because they couldn't have their logo.
Right.
How dumb.
Right.
How dumb.
And it wasn't even that all your kids have to wear Adidas or anything. We just want our logo on it.
Then, you hear this argument about, well, then what about the little town down the road that had a school, blah, blah. Well, I mean, these people were picked because they did good.
Yeah.
There should be a reward for doing good, right?
I mean, their name on their field. Like,
yes.
That's good.
So maybe it was just something they were willing to pick Nina High School out to have we want to do this on yours.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, there's such a fear of hurting somebody's feelings.
If you live in a small town and you want to have the advantages of that stuff, open enroll or move.
Yeah.
If people move and a school doesn't have enough kids for a certain sport, I guess that happens.
Yeah, if that affects you that much that you need to move, do it.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, at least you'll probably have an opportunity to play there. Your kid will play there eventually. Yeah. Can't we just all stop telling people what to do with their kids? Honestly, it's just one of the things where I think it's just overreaching. That's the whole situation to me just felt overreaching. Yeah. Again, the WIA should be protecting kids from steroids, pedophiles, all that crazy stuff like that, not worrying about what their picture's on. Right. I definitely, there's rules about drugs, alcohol. So if their picture's got where there's beer in there, hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, that matters. But that's not them having their picture on a poster for a Fargo camp. Right. You knotheads.
Right.
And then another one of my favorites was a Rock Eaters. You rock eater.
Rock eater, yeah.
But it's a group of people who are in. I was told that they're all athletic directors at one time, so these people are chosen for a reason, and they're hired though, and I pay you.
Yeah.
And other people do too. I'm not the only one that pays them. But we pay you, right? So these decisions that are being made, I know a lot of parents don't agree with, and I know obviously this entire situation, 99.5% of the people are on Fenimore's side.
Yeah.
All other matters aside, don't care. I'm talking about a bunch of kids that did nothing.
Right.
That are affected now by this whole thing by someone just putting a picture on a poster. Like, really? If you have something deeper to deal with, maybe you don't involve an entire athletic program in it.
That's pretty crazy.
Maybe you can take your little argument to the side and deal with it from there, but don't involve an entire athletic program.
Oh yeah.
So my heart goes out to the kids that are being affected for no reason whatsoever. And that's kind of where I came from on that. And again, I know everybody has an opinion on it, and I'm willing to hear it. And like I said, I know there's not, you coach, so there's not a lot you want to put into it, and I wouldn't either, because God knows it's going to happen. Yeah. Can't tell if you're going to get slammed with, who knows what.
Yeah.
Some type of sanction. But I think it's ridiculous. But I'd like to have Mel Dow on the show. If not him, the actual director.
Yeah.
Because he's the second in command.
Yeah, he's just in charge of wrestling.
Right.
There's one above him or probably a couple.
Yep. Well, either one of them. One of them that can answer the questions that I have, because some of I know that a lot of the rules are put in place to protect kids, but your mission statement doesn't speak that.
Right.
So,
oh yeah,
your mission statement speaks control, and that's about it. Yeah. You're not really allowing. I think I said we're one
doing for my kid for this control.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't contact colleges for my kid when it comes time to be going to college.
Right.
No. You said, I hope I never see my kid's image on their website, because, the thing is that there are so many rules that are probably broken on a yearly basis. Then I'm sure that they're like, we let a lot of stuff slide. I get it. But this one made noise,
right?
For whatever reason you got, the whole athletic program doesn't need to pay the price for it.
Yeah.
Because that's just not fair. I would think the same thing if it was me in Chad's position and Fenimore's position. I would think the same thing. Mm-hmm. And there was an appeal, completely shot down. Don't even think they really listened to an argument there. Pretty sure. So, but it's one of those things where hopefully that there's some sense that can be brought to it and made to it. But I think it's just important that these kids hopefully make their voices heard. There are some of these meetings that are going on. If you can get on the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Act, I don't know what the other is, but get on their website. You can find out when the meetings are.
It's association.
Yeah, association, whatever, anarchists. I don't know, whatever. We're the anarchists, but anyways, the get on the website, find out when meetings are. Go to the meetings. Voice your concerns. Go and find some of the rules. That not every rule is spelled out perfectly and exactly, but a lot of these rules that number one parents have questions about are out on their website. If you have a coach that's willing to give you resources to look at some of these rules, it's important, because you don't know if someone's going to get an itch under their ass and report you for something, because that's what seems to be happening within the state of Wisconsin. And I think I mentioned we're like one of 3 of the worst when it comes to these organizations in the country, and Indiana is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Indiana and Kansas, I think, is the other one.
Yeah, Indiana doesn't really, we don't have wrestlebacks at state. You lose Friday night, you're fucked. You're done. Sorry about you.
One state tournament though, one division.
One division, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's smart. I think we need to do that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I like it.
I think one division, one state champion.
Yeah, we still have people bitching over there, like, we need divisions, because our team can't do anything. But we did a. That's
just the way it fucking goes, man.
We had a team, our team state got eliminated, so now the coaches association runs one in late December.
Oh, okay.
Early January.
So you have 2 separate states then? Tournaments?
Well, the team state is in the middle of it. And then that one's just like a 1-day or 2-day tournament. Oh shit. Yeah. And that's they seed it based off of to get into it's based off last year's results plus move-ins and yeah. Oh yeah. And injuries and stuff like that. But
I just like watching this one. It's fun. Yeah. But I just think it's crazy on just certain aspects of some of these rules, not each rule, but some of these rules. And again, I know that a lot of these rules are put out to protect, and I get it, but not all of them are. A lot of them are control.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's control, I believe, over $1 mark. And that's you own nothing other than logos in the school system and sports in the school system.
Yeah.
And you don't even own that. You don't even own that.
Right.
You just monitor it. So I think these guys need to be more like a referee and just be concerned of the safety of kids.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately some parents are irresponsible enough that maybe certain things have come across, but a picture, an image, really. But I'm gonna get off my horse on that. We're getting on 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
You know, oh, cool. Melissa's fucking wondering where the fuck I'm at.
No, she's like,
I was kidding. I was kidding. Appreciate you coming.
yeah.
It's been a crazy couple weeks.
Finally got here.
Yeah.
A little coughing here and there, but I made it through.
Yeah. So everybody go to Wisconsin Grappler, WisconsinGrappler.com. I don't think it's the Wisconsin. It's just WisconsinGrappler.com.
Yeah.
Go to his website. That's where Wisconsin rankings are. We will be working on national rankings, so be looking for those mainly on Rockfin and his website. Our predictions will be out. We'll be putting our predictions out for the matchups.
Yeah.
He's going to send it to me, and then I'll put it up. And then if you want to put something up too, you put something up.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll tag in it, and we'll be buddies and have fun on the internet and send reels. High five.
Virtual high five.
Yeah, virtual high five.
Yeah.
We'll do our reel sending like we usually do, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to go ahead and start up some of this old Winans music here. It's fine. I tell everybody, I was like, this guy does my tattoos. He plays music. Fox Valley Tattoo.
Got the 920 hat on.
Jason went 920. Yeah, 920 Hat Company. Yeah. I got about 8 of those, and I got another one coming because he's trying some new patch styles.
I like this. This is really
do you?
comfortable, yeah.
And it fit too, right?
Yeah, I got a huge noggin, so
you do have a fat head, dude. Yeah. So well done, Trevor.
Yeah.
Good job in the hats. 920 Hat Company, sponsor the show. Also, Appleton Tattoo, also a sponsor of the show. Go check those guys out. They're both on social media. WisconsinGrappler.com. He's got some stuff that he sells on there too. He's got like a little speaker you can buy, a water bottle, and a couple shirts. Yeah, I don't have one yet, man.
Yeah.
Still waiting on my water bottle.
I mean, I need a new one too, so I'll order it too.
Yeah, it's been dropped.
Yeah.
Probably off a forklift a couple times,
probably,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, pay attention. Watch for rankings. If you haven't seen them yet, like I said, go to WisconsinGrappler.com. Check them out. I'll be posting some up eventually here, too. Anytime I post up a ranking or something of his, then I'll put the link up, too. But, yeah, everybody, have a good night. Peace. All of our episodes are brought to you by Appleton Tattoo, located at 117 South Appleton Street in Appleton, Wisconsin, right off the main drag on College Avenue. You can't miss them. I've had some work done. I have a Celtic cross that covers my back that was done by Jason. We're not done yet. Jason Winans and crew, the artists that he have there, those guys are the best in the Fox Valley. They are definitely one to go to if it's something that you've just been kind of throwing around. They'll make you feel comfortable. It's a very clean environment. Very nice crew, and very willing to get done whatever you need done when you need it done. You can message them on Facebook. I know they're on Facebook. You can give them a call at 920-604-8289 and get in touch with Jason Winans and crew at Appleton Tattoo, located again in Appleton, Wisconsin at 117 South Appleton Street, right in Appleton. Very flexible hours, great crew, clean environment again. I would not send you anywhere else except for these guys. Appleton Tattoo.